Hi there and welcome back to day 8 of Vidvember, and today I'm going to be talking about a task tracking tool that I use which really helps me track everything that's going on with work and inside my personal life. So the tool I'm talking about today is called Asana. Now it's a task management application that allows you to put in task-based content or tasks that you want to achieve, and you can assign tasks to different tools. Now if you have used a lot of list tools and used other applications as task-based or list tracking, you know sometimes that things aren't efficient. They don't seem to be, you don't seem to be completing your tasks, you don't seem to see track of everything, you might have to copy and paste things, it just doesn't seem very intuitive, or you then might create a task and something else, it needs to be assigned to someone else, you need to share something. So I've used a lot of these task tools, lots of list-based apps. There's some great ones out there, but for what I actually need in my work life and personal life is something quite where I can put a lot into it, put a lot of content into it, also share it with other people, and also have track and see what's going on inside the task. So the tool we use is Asana. Now how this works is Asana has workspaces. So we have a workspace with Optimized Press, and then I have a workspace for my personal life. And inside Optimized Press we can break down projects between team members, and certain team members don't need to see certain projects because they're just not involved in them. So it means your workspace is quite free and not cluttered up with just seeing everything. So you can really dedicate who sees what task inside Asana. You can then also assign tasks to people, set due dates, and you can share content inside each task. So inside my personal Asana, I would have a project set for home, maybe a project set for family, and then a project set for work, for example. And then inside my home I would put in anything that's happening with the house. Say if something needs fixed, maintenance, say if an email's been sent to me, I could put that into the project for a house. And then if I had family, if there's things coming up for the kids or children or my wife, I could put projects or tasks into that folder, knowing that they have to be hit, and I can put due dates of things that are maybe happening. And then I have obviously other projects. So the main features I like about Asana are the projects, how you can break down projects or overall projects, and then you can put tasks into those projects. Once you see this, you'll understand how easy it is to actually map out and sort of brain dump ideas down on paper or off paper on to digital form. Okay, the other feature I like is that you can email tasks. Every project has an email address. So if something comes into my inbox, I can go and find the email inside Asana, and I can just send this email to this Asana email, and it just comes up as a task inside my project. Now one thing I do is I actually go and get the email address from Asana, and I create a contact inside my Gmail account. Say if it's called house tasks, I put this Asana email in, and then I know that if there's something I need to send the project to my house task projects area, I would just send the email to the contact called house task, and it goes in the project. So for me that's a real time saver. I haven't got to be in my inbox again doing things, and I can just fire emails across to certain projects inside my workspace. Okay, another feature I like is the conversations that you can have with people if you're assigned tasks. It allows them to comment on certain things. If they've done something, they can post a comment saying they've done this, can you review it? And they can also assign things back and forth to each other. So I could assign something to someone, then it gets assigned back to me so I can review it and see what's going on. So it just allows you to have one task that's running, and it could be a number of people following that task. It's very good for that kind of thing. And you can also follow other tasks if you want to see the progress of those tasks. You may not be working on them, but it's something you can monitor. So that's another great feature of Asana. And another one is the ability to share files directly from your online storage accounts. Now I use Google Drive, and Asana works with Google Drive. So if I have files in Google Drive, I can go into a task inside Asana, pull up the task, and then attach a file from my Google Drive account. So this is great if you have lots of online storage stuff, but you still want to work between your files and your folders. You can keep them associated with a particular task, something that's going on inside Asana. So that's, to me, is a great feature. And lastly, I like the due date feature. So if I have something coming up, whether it's in personal life or a project, I can set a due date on something when I want it to be achieved or be completed by. And if that due date arrives, then I get an email notification prior to that day of Asana if it hasn't been completed or it's overdue. The good thing is when I go into my mobile app, so Asana also have a mobile app, I open up the app and I go inside and I can see all the dates of things that when they got to be completed if I view my entire task list. That is one of my favourite task tracking apps. It is so good for really just taking ideas out of your head and getting them down somewhere on a digital form you can refer to later on at any time. Obviously, there's nothing like a good old pen and paper. We all love that. That is obviously something I still use occasionally to jot down ideas. But once they come off here and they go on to sort of into a flow mode, or when they're working, then they'll go into Asana, so I can start working on them and assigning things and just keeping my own progress of things I want to do. And it's really good obviously for a project. If you're working on a project, if you're trying to create an online course or a video or something, you can really break down every stage of the project that you're working on. You can see what areas need to be completed, and then you can attach files to things. So it's really good for that. So try it out. It's called Asana. It really can help you become more productive and organize all those ideas that are going on in your head. You know, you want space to put them down. Anyway, if you like this video, have any questions about Asana, please do post them below. I'll be back soon with another video. If you want to share this on social media, please use the hashtag VidVember, and look forward to seeing you in another video.